I found out about the affair from a stranger at my own husband's office party. I found out about the money 3 months later, sitting in a lawyer's office, staring at a bank statement that made me physically sick. She didn't even know who I was, that stranger. She was laughing, telling me how Tyler always talks about how easygoing his wife is, like nothing bothers her. She said it like it was a compliment. I smiled and said, "That's me, nothing bothers me." Then I excused myself, found the bathroom, locked the door, and threw up. But to understand how I ended up on that bathroom floor, and later, in that lawyer's office, you need to go back 11 years back, to when I was 18. I met Tyler at a summer job. I was scooping ice cream. He was the assistant manager, 4 years older. I fell hard. My mom hated him immediately. "He's too old for you, Grace." We moved into our own apartment when I was 20. 1 bedroom, above a laundromat. I didn't care. I had Tyler, and that felt like enough. The early years were hard. Broke, young, figuring things out. I remember getting a small raise once. I came home excited with takeout we couldn't usually afford. Tyler looked at the bag and said, "We can't afford this." I got a raise, I wanted to celebrate. "You should have asked me first." Small, almost nothing, but I remember exactly how it felt. We married when I was 23. Tyler cried during his vows. I thought, this is forever. I had no idea what choosing me would actually come to look like. The first real crack came at his cousin's wedding. Someone made a joke about my weight. Everyone laughed. I looked at Tyler, waiting for him to say something. He laughed too. Later he said, "It was just a joke, Grace, you're too sensitive." I apologized. I actually apologized for being upset. These small moments don't feel like warning signs while you're living them. They feel like misunderstandings you can fix. You don't realize you're being slowly trained to accept less, until less feels like normal. Around this time, I noticed a pattern. If we missed a bill payment, his account, his responsibility. Somehow it was because I forgot to remind him. If we argued, I'd be the one apologizing, even when I couldn't remember what I'd done wrong. I used to lie awake, replaying conversations. Tyler never did that. He'd just fall asleep, peaceful. It took me years to understand why. He wasn't carrying any weight, because he'd already handed it all to me. By 26, I'd finished my degree, started working in marketing. I was good at it. I came home excited one night. Tyler didn't look up from the TV. "That's cool." 2 words. The promotion happened anyway. I started making more than Tyler. Must be nice having such an important job. Don't let it go to your head. Dressed up as jokes. Never felt like jokes. Then came the Christmas party. Someone asked what I did for work. Tyler cut me off. "She just does some marketing stuff, nothing too complicated." "Actually," I said, "I just landed our biggest client this year." Tyler laughed. "Okay, calm down, nobody asked for your resume." Everyone laughed with him. I stood in the bathroom for 10 minutes, trying not to cry in front of women I barely knew. This is the part where, looking back, I should have left. But I didn't. I got smaller instead. We stopped really talking around year 8. We became experts at logistics conversations. Groceries, appointments, bills. What I didn't know was that during this quiet season, Tyler had started withdrawing small amounts from our savings. The account we'd been building for 6 years. Toward a house down payment. $50 here, $100 there. He always handled the finances, so you don't have to stress about it, he used to say. I thought that was generous. I had no idea what that access was actually being used for. The office party happened in year 9. A woman struck up a conversation near the drink table. She had no idea who I was. Tyler always talks about how easygoing his wife is, like nothing bothers her. She said it like it was a compliment, but something in how she said his name, the way she touched his arm when he walked by. I knew. I found the bathroom, locked the door, and threw up. I waited 2 weeks, gathering quiet evidence. When I finally confronted him, he didn't deny it for long. "It just happened," he said. "You've been so distant for years, Grace. What did you expect?" After 9 years of being mocked and minimized, until I shrank into someone he called distant. That was his explanation. Something inside me went still, like a switch had finally flipped. I filed for divorce. The worst part came 3 months in, sitting in my lawyer's office. "Grace," she said carefully, "did you know about this?" Over the past 2 years, more than $11,000 had moved out of our savings. Hotel charges, a weekend trip I'd never taken, a necklace from a store I'd never set foot in. Our house fund. Gone. I sat in that office and did the math in my head. 2 years. Not a mistake. A choice repeated for 2 years. Funded by money I had also worked for. I didn't cry in that meeting. I think I'd run out of tears for him by then. The divorce finalized eventually. I moved into a small apartment alone. The first night, I cried so hard I scared myself. But by the 3rd month, something shifted. I opened a savings account with just my name on it. I watched it grow slowly, dollar by dollar, and felt something I hadn't felt in years. Every time I checked the balance. Control, maybe. It's been 2 years since the divorce. I'm not going to tell you I found some perfect new love who fixes everything. What I will tell you is this. I laugh loud again. The embarrassing kind of loud. I talk about my work wins without flinching. I check my bank account now, and actually understand every line on it. Because I'm the only one with access. The woman who apologized for being upset about a joke 11 years ago. She's gone. I'm just glad she did. If you're sitting in a relationship right now, feeling yourself get smaller every year, I need you to know something. That's not love asking you to be smaller. That's someone who feels threatened by your light, slowly convincing you to dim it. And sometimes, while he's doing that, he's also quietly spending the life you're building together on someone else. Check your statements. Ask the questions. Take up space. Real love never needed you to shrink to make room for it.